Hello student, very good morning to all of you. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy and fine at home. Do you remember what were we discussing yesterday? I think we were discuss about the synthetic application of ethyl acetoacetate or acetoacetic ester or beta keto ester. And so far we have discussed 5 application, and today we are going to see rest of the application. And now you will be aware of the fact that how to synthesize the target molecule by using ethyl acetoacetate. And as we know that ethyl acetoacetate is a active methylene compound or reactive methylene compound. Why does it so? Because that ethyl acetoacetate or beta keto ester containing as a CH2 group, and that CH2 group is a active methylene compound or the reactive methylene compound, because that CH2 group is located in between two strong electron withdrawing group. If you see the structure of that ethyl acetoacetate, which was prepared by using Claisen ester condensation, and the resulting compound is obtained is called as acetoacetic ester, which is nothing but as a active methylene compound, because with containing as a CH2 group, and CH2 group, that two proton attached to that carbon atom are highly acidic in nature. By using as a base, it get abstracted very easily, form as a carbanion, and that carbanion are well stabilized due to the resonance or the mesomeric effect. And that thing we already discussed. Now what is the next application? We are discussing synthetic application of ethyl acetoacetate or acetoacetic ester or beta keto ester. Their synthesis of beta diketone using ethyl acetoacetate or acetoacetic ester. Everything is given, starting material as well as final product also given. You have to use the appropriate reagent, making the suitable reaction condition and prepare and go by step, you will get the final product, which is a beta diketone. And now here, first of all, what is required? The first thing required is that, or needed, to draw the correct structure of the given target molecule. The given target molecule is a beta diketone, and beta diketone are sometimes it is referred as a 1,3-diketone. And here I am showing you the structure of that beta diketone is this one, CH3, C double bond O, CH2, C double bond O and O, ET. This is the structure of acetoacetic ester or the this is the structure of acetoacetic ester. We not required here. Here beta diketone means this one, CH3, C double bond O, CH2, C double bond O and CH3. Look at this is alpha, and this we can call it as a beta, or you can call it as alpha. This will be the beta, and that's why at beta position carbonyl group is present. Such kind of the compound are referred as beta diketone, or sometime it is referred as 1,3-diketone. Now here, to understand, I am modifying this structure. This representation of this molecule is like this. So here I am making, this is the one of the part alpha beta, right? Now this is the one of the part which is now is required is a planning. Do the planning. If the proper planning is there, you can synthesize, you can make that molecule, you can build that molecule, or you can construct that molecule very well. Now in the first point, look at here, I am marking here, so that in the square bracket, this part CH, C double bond O, then CS3. This is a part of this molecule. This part is coming from, this part is coming from ethyl acetoacetate or acetoacetic ester. Now is a second point which I am making over here. Look at here, this is a part. Now here C double bond O CS3, this is the acetyl part, and this part is coming from, this part is coming from acetyl chloride, acetyl halide, you can call it as acetyl halide, that is CS3 C double bond O Cl, acetyl chloride. And after the planning, you start the synthesis. How do you start that synthesis? Let us see here. Synthesis. Now in the synthesis, they have given us, they have provided us the starting material ethyl acetoacetate. By using that, you can prepare this target molecule. So here I am showing here this one CS3 C double bond O CH2 C double bond O OET. This is the starting material. The name of this compound is a AEE, acetoacetic ester or beta keto ester or ethyl acetoacetate. And as usual, the first step, it is a base catalyzed reaction. So usually we are using the base in this particular reaction is a NaOET, which is sodium ethoxide. Sodium ethoxide is a base which will abstract the highly acidic proton, which is a methylene proton here, which is highly acidic in nature, and therefore you are going to get here CS3 C double bond O CH, minus charge over here C double bond O, and then OET. The negative charge present on carbon atom, such organic species are called as carbanion. Here we are getting as a carbanion, and once carbanion is formed and that carbanion is well stabilized due to the resonance effect or the mesomeric effect, and that is shown by the double headed arrow. Now I am not going to show here. Here we already discussed in our previous lecture. See here, this structure, once again I am writing here CS3, then C double bond O CH minus C double bond O OET. Now it will be treated with acetyl chloride CS3 C double bond O Cl. X you can take as anything, chloride, bromide or iodide, that is acetyl. This one is a acetyl group, and now this negative charge is attacking on this carbonyl carbon. This double bond is retained as it is, and there is a departure of chlorine, and we will be getting here the product CH3 C double bond O, then CH Then here C double bond O CH3. Here C double bond O ET. This is the substituted product which we are getting here for making as a space. Let me clean the board first. Now here what is the next step? Usually after the attacking of that nucleophile to this carbonyl carbon, next step will be the H2O in presence of H plus. This process is known as a hydrolysis. This is known as a hydrolysis, and once you do the hydrolysis, it is a process to convert ester group into as a acid. Only one ester group is there, it will converted into acid, and we will get here CH3, C double bond O, then CH, C double bond O CH3, here C double bond O and H. See carefully, the ester group is converted into as a acid. Now what is the next step? Next step, everybody knows that this is a symbol. What is this symbol? This is nothing but as a heating, and here evolution of carbon dioxide. When there is a evolution of carbon dioxide, this process is known as decarboxylation. Decarboxylation. And how the decarboxylation takes place? This sigma bond moving here, forming as a double bond, and this double bond around the carbonyl group retain as it is, and then form as a negative charge over here, and we are getting here CH3, C double bond O, then CH, minus charge here, C double bond O, and the CH3, right? And now here next step, usually we are using H2O in presence of H plus. This process is known as a protonation. This is known as a protonation, and during the workup what is happening, this carbanion can pick up the proton from water, and we will be getting as a product CH3, C double bond O, CH2, C double bond O, and CH3. And if you see this structure carefully, this is alpha, this is a beta, so this is a beta diketone, or we can call it as a 1,3 diketone. So this is the product which we got over here. So this is the application number 6 which we have discussed over here. Now let us move on to the next one. Next one is the application number 7, because we are learning the synthetic application of ethyl acetoacetate or the beta diketone. So far we have discussed 6 application, and now the 7th application is this one. Now 7th one is a synthesis of 2,2-hexanone. This is the simplest one, and you know that how you can synthesize this 2-hexanone by using ethyl acetoacetate or the acetoacetic ester. Now here once again, what is our first business or first things to do? First thing, you draw the correct structure of the target molecule. So here the target molecule is given 2-hexanone. So here hex indicator, there are 6 carbon atom in the straight chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now to indicate a position of carbonyl group. So you can give the number from left hand side or the right hand side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now at 2 position I am putting here carbonyl group like this, and rest of the carbon atom you have to attach the appropriate hydrogen atom. This is a terminal carbon atom. You can attach here CH3, means 3 hydrogen atom attached to this carbon atom. Look at this carbonyl carbon, there is already 4 bonds, so it does not require any hydrogen atom. Here are 2 bonds, so you can attach the 2 hydrogen atom. Here also has a 2 bond, attach 2 hydrogen atom. Here once again has a 2 bonds, so attach 2 hydrogen atom. Once again there is a terminal carbon, so you can attach the CH3 group, and this is nothing but it is our target molecule, right? Once you got the target molecule, now then it requires as a planning. Everything required as a planning, do the proper planning. So in the planning I am making here 2 points. Look at here, 1 hydrogen I am purposely written or shown like this and marking this one. Look at here, this part CH3 C double bond O CH part means CH C double bond O CH3. This part is coming from, this part is coming from, this part is coming from acetoacetic ester or ethyl acetoacetate or beta keto ester, right? Beta keto ester. Now see the rest of the thing I am marking here. So second point you can mention here, this CH2 and CH3. This part is coming from, this part is coming from, this part is coming from primary alkyl halide. Primary alkyl halide, that is nothing but this one CH3, then CH2 and Br. That is a 1-bromopropane, or we can call it as a propyl bromide. Once you did this, you can proceed the next point, and next point will be the synthesis. In the synthesis part, they have provided us the ethyl acetoacetate or acetoacetic ester. Everybody knows the structure of ethyl acetoacetate, CH3 C double bond O CH2 C double bond O OET. This is the structure of ethyl acetoacetate or acetoacetic ester. Usually the first step, it is a base catalyzed reaction, and normally the base we are using in this reaction is sodium ethoxide. NaOET is known as a sodium ethoxide. Act as a base, it will abstract the highly acidic proton, and we are getting here resulting compound CH3 C double bond O CH minus charge C double bond O and OET. Now look at, if you see this structure carefully, what do you see? Negative charge present on this carbon atom. This species is known as a carbanion. When it is stabilized due to the mesomeric effect or the resonance effect, and when the negative charge present on carbon atom as well as on a oxygen atom, carbanion as well as enolate species, and that type of the reagent is known as, it has a special name. Special name of that reagent is a ambident reagent. Ambident reagent means the negative charge is distributed over the two atoms. Specifically in this reaction, it is present on carbon atom as well as on a oxygen atom, and therefore it is known as a ambident nucleophilic reagent. Now I am making the space here so that you can clearly see the rest of the presentation or representation of the reaction over here. Now here CH3 C double bond O CH minus C double bond O OET. Now it will be treated with appropriate primary alkyl halide, which I have taken here CH3 CH2 CH2 and Br. This negative charge is, there are two methylene compounds are there. Then out of these two methylene compound, one is a more electropositive in nature, and therefore this reaction is known as a alkylation, or this process is known as a alkylation process. This negative charge is going to attack on that CH2 group, and then Br is departing, and we will be getting here CH3, then C double bond O, then this CH, then CH2 CH2 CH3 group, this propyl group, and rest of the things C double bond O, O and ET. That's it. Now once again, you know that everybody knows that there is a limitation of the blackboard, so that I am cleaning this board first. Now here is a ester, so what we can do here, H2O in presence of H plus, this process is known as a protonation, not protonation, this is known as a hydrolysis. This process is known as a hydrolysis. Hydrolysis is a process used to convert ester into the acid. So this ester group get converted into acid over here, CH3 C double bond O CH, then CH2 CH2 CH3 C double bond O, O and H here. Now once you get the acid, the next step as usual, there is a, this triangle is a heating, means there is a elimination of CO2, carbon dioxide. Once the carbon dioxide, how the carbon dioxide is evolved in this process, this sigma bond is forming as a double bond over here, and this double bond is retaining around it, and then negative charge over here, so that you are going to get here CH3 C double bond O CH minus charge, then CH2 CH2 and CH3. That's it. And after 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, and after that you add or pour the reaction mixture on crushed ice. In catalytic amount of the acid is used, so that during the workup finally you will get the starting target molecule CH3 C double bond O, then CH2 CH2, once again CH2 and the CH3, and this is nothing but as our starting compound, this one. So in this way we have seen, this is the application number 7. So I think with this so far we have completed as the 7th application, and rest of the application we will discuss in our next lecture. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.